Good morning to you, wherever you are, because it is
Morning Subway!
for July 22nd, 2025. My name is Bernie Burns, sitting right over there. He didn't mean nothing by it. It's Jason Saldana. Say hi to Jason, everybody.
Hello, I'm back. I'm the gift that keeps on giving.
3 times in 1 week, man. You're getting to be the
lot.
standard guest host.
Might be 2 over the course of 2 weeks. I think one was.
Listen, let's listen.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to the
No,
point
speaking of which,
having a co-host where we argue with each other.
I did something special just for you because I was on my way over here. I was about to come over here. It's not that special, but
I got excited.
I don't know if you do the same thing, but I basically wear the same outfit nonstop. I have different versions of it.
Look at this. I mean, look, I'm wearing my Psycho Bunny polo.
Earlier today, I was wearing a black t-shirt and blue shorts, and that's the same thing I'd worn over here 2 previous times. So now I'm wearing green shorts.
Man, I didn't
Black
want to say
t-shirt
anything.
still, though. He noticed.
Yeah, I thought something
noticed.
changed. Something's different.
He offered me a Waterloo before he even. I was all the way in the door. So
Everybody drink Waterloo. Go to drinkwaterloo.com.
is it Drink Waterloo?
Drink Waterloo's the social handle for you.
Okay.
Waterloo. I'm a big
Waterloo's
fan of
good. I
Waterloo.
like the Summerberry.
Summerberry's excellent. I'm double fisting a lemon lime and a Summerberry.
The grape is the one I drink.
Don't have this obviously in Scotland. You know, this is my iron brew of Scotland, of America, I should say. We had a fun American experience today where JD and I dropped off Teddy somewhere, and we were just going to go to the little fast food restaurant right by our old neighborhood, Circle C, that we used to always go to when they were kids. And Teddy was like, I kind of want to go. We're like, we're fine. We'll go next time. So JD and I were going to go, but then we passed on the way Westgate Lanes, the
I've been to
bowling
Westgate.
alley. Yeah.
It's one of the few bowling alleys left.
Yeah, they got rid of Dart
Dart
Bowl.
Bowl's gone.
That was like Dart Bowl was weird because that was a place where everyone would say go get
The
enchiladas.
food, yeah.
At
Right.
the cafe at Dart Bowl. So did the chef ever get their own place or a food truck?
No, but there is a restaurant here called El Dorado Cafe that on the menu has something called Dart Bowl enchiladas.
Is that right?
But they're like $19 and they're kind of the same. It's not the same. It's definitely not the same.
So we were passing and I said, haha, do you want to go bowling? Jay goes, I'll go bowling. So we said, fuck it. We can't really do that in rural Scotland.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, just decide at the drop of a hat, we're going to go bowling. So we bowled 3 games.
Okay.
And I'm embarrassed to admit I am sore. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to roll out of bed.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
I'm like
You're not gonna realize like your hamstrings are gonna be sore tomorrow, even
foot's
somehow.
sore,
Your
yeah.
foot,
my shoulder is
Plant-
sore. I don't know why my left foot is sore. I'm right-handed.
your left foot.
Yeah.
You're planting hard on that thing.
I gotta say, dude, Westgate
Pretty good.
Lanes,
You're doing pretty good. What? Oh, going downhill or what?
yeah, like the shoes were in kind of bad shape. Like they were kind of coming apart. I should have taken a photo of them. But I did pretty good. I bowled about on average, I bowled about a 130 across 3 games.
That is good.
For me, if I break 100,
No,
I'm
130
happy.
is good.
I'm pretty happy with that.
Maybe
yeah.
your foot hurts because the shoe was falling apart.
That's what
You
I'm
think about
thinking.
that?
It was just a piece of shit shoe.
Yeah. They're so
Yeah.
flat. They got like 1/8 of an inch of a sole, you know?
Yep.
Probably all worn out. All that spray in there.
I never understood why you would want to slide when you bowl, because I guess that's the thing. Until you wear normal sneakers, and then it feels
And it just stops you.
It feels
or what?
fucked up.
I don't
doesn't
think
it?
I've ever done it, but I could picture that.
It feels really weird.
You mentioned bowling. This probably is going to seem unrelated at first, but it's not. We were on a road trip through Colorado a few weeks ago, and we were in southwestern Colorado. There's all these mountain passes you got to go through. They're kind of harrowing. And we had taken this train from Durango to Silverton. We took a bus back, and the bus driver the whole way is telling us like scary stories about these fucking mountain passes and how there's no guardrails because they have to plow the snow off of them in the winter and all that shit. And I was thinking, you know how at a bowling alley you can put the bumpers up if you
Yeah.
want. Why can't they do that with guardrails?
That's a good point.
I mean, it'd be expensive as fuck, but put them up.
They just go tunk tunk. Yeah.
They could even pivot on their posts and fucking sweep the snow off for you.
When I was teaching Teddy to drive,
Yeah.
there was where his mom lived. So half the time it felt like we were going down past there to drop him off or picking him up from there to take him out for a driving lesson. It was like this long stretch of like a culvert on either side with no guardrail. And
That's scary.
I held my breath every single time we went over it. He was perfectly fine. No issues with it at all. But every single time I was like,
Can you say the name of the restaurant you were going to go to when you were about to pass Westgate?
oh, yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Oh, I didn't know if it was secret.
We're going to go to Culvers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, you need the custard.
Yeah, we haven't lived in Circle C in a long time. But
Right.
that was like when people talk about, suburban hell, like McMansion, every house, cookie cutter, everything looks the same. That's exactly what it
Yep.
was. It was like a nicer version, of what I grew up in Houston. You know, it was just by that
It is a
point
nice
in the
neighborhood.
Houston development, they were just like, we got a shitload of land. Just it's almost like Sim City, just plop, 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 putting the squares down. You know,
The reason I asked about the restaurant is because when I was here the other day, I think I was leaving for like 40 minutes, and we just kept talking about food and restaurants that are closed or still here. We wish we could go to. What was the name of the sandwich place you told me of? Like in West Campus, that had an awesome name. Was it a sandwich place?
you talking about Delaware?
No,
Subs?
something else. We were laughing about.
Texadelphia?
No,
Mad Dog and Beans.
no,
That's
but
my
that's
other-
awesome.
There's a place called Snarf's that I've never.
No, I've been to
eaten at.
Snarf's. It's okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's not bad.
What's that? There's a place that reminds me of the places I would go to when I lived in New York. Like
Okay.
in like 1979. It's like
Yeah.
a little place in Hyde Park with like a
Avenue
red.
B.
Is that what? Yeah,
Is that
that's it. Yeah, like
I
a
don't know
red
if
and
Avenue
white.
B's still there. Probably is. Is
awning.
it like a house?
I passed it just the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's still there, man.
Avenue B was good.
There's some
good.
things you'll never be able to kill.
Yeah.
And there's one, and I don't know why I didn't go there. We were explaining this on the Patreon, I think, this weekend. There was an IHOP down at Mopac and BK, 2244.
Okay.
Little IHOP there. It was there forever. And me and the kids would go there all the time. I could order for the kids. Like, I know
It's still
exactly
there,
what they're
isn't
going to eat. No, they closed it, right? Because every time we went in there, we were the only people there. You know,
Right.
and I think they even had a smoking section. It was so fucking old. And it was like so run down and everything. And then it went out of business or they closed the location because there was nobody ever going
Yeah.
there. Then they opened some Austin breakfast eatery there. It's a breakfast place in the exact same location, and now there's a 2-hour
And
wait.
it's always crowded.
What the fuck is that,
don't know.
man? I thought it was all supposed to be location. It's not. It's just
not.
like, but I know that place in about a year, no one's
No
going
one
to
will
go
be
there
there.
anymore. Yeah.
That's in a weird spot to get to, kind of.
It isn't kind of
Yes,
where you
me.
get like it's got one of the only roundabouts in Austin, like from back in the day. You know, there's more now. But
Yeah.
that was like one of the only ones, that roundabout there. And then the like Hyde Park, I guess, has some.
There's one at 51st and I-35 that's awful. I hate that one.
We used to drive through. I drove through to
Oh,
go
yeah,
to the
but-
Rooster Studio
right.
all the time. And when they first put it in, it was a nightmare. But it got better. Like people figured
Yeah.
it out over time.
I still don't like it.
But when they first put it in, it was like, no. I'll have to show it to you on the map. I'll post it in the linked up. Down by Circle C, they built this after we moved away. Okay, here's two roads going like this, right?
Okay.
I'm doing like separated highway,
No,
two
they can
roads go
see.
past each
They
other.
can see that.
This is how the road goes.
Okay. Oh, why? Oh, yeah.
It's like it crosses over itself, and then people who you're essentially driving on the left, not like the traffic going one way in the divided highways on the left, it's on the wrong side of each other.
Yes.
In your actual street yourself, you're fine, of course. You're driving, but it's just it crosses over.
There's a couple
What
places
does that
like
do?
that. I don't know. There's a spot like that up near where IKEA is in Round Rock or
Yeah.
Georgetown kind of. And the whole intersection over I-35 is like that. And they call it like a diverging diamond or something like that. And somehow you end up on the fucking wrong side of traffic, and it's supposed to help the flow of traffic, but I don't see how.
When I'm turning right to go in there, I'm like, I don't know which way to fucking
Somebody's
look.
going to explain how it's better, but it's not.
I'll put it this way. I'm going to make a right turn on a red, and instead of looking to my left at traffic in my lane, I'm looking across the street to the other
And
side.
somebody's facing you or something?
Right, it's coming at me diagonally
No.
or something like
No,
that.
thanks.
And the traffic in front of me is crossing the other way. Here's what I know. I know that intersection has a name, and it's probably got a Wikipedia entry
It does. Somebody's
for
gonna
it that I
link it.
need to read, and it'll make sense to me once I read it.
Maybe not.
Does Austin? I see cameras everywhere in Austin, traffic
Yeah.
cameras, but they're either for toll roads, which by
Yeah.
the way, that's fucking bullshit.
Yes.
But it's one of the worst things about Austin now. Or they are cameras like sensors for traffic lights to tell you when cars are there. Like they don't have any speed cameras here.
I don't
do
think
they?
so. They did at one point in a couple locations. I haven't seen any in a long time, and I definitely haven't gotten a ticket for one. But there's cameras on the toll roads, which are everywhere, and which you don't realize that you'll get on it for like 3 minutes and spend like $7.
Well, and then if you don't pay the bill in time,
You
you're
spend like
the
$70.
Yeah, they $50, dude.
That's a lot.
It's fucking
I told you I got a
nuts.
$50 ticket for parking at an expired parking meter the other day. I think
Yeah,
that's
well-
also a lot.
But I was going to say that in the UK, there's so many traffic cameras like to catch you speeding and stuff.
Give
like
you
that.
tickets.
Yeah, you get a picture of yourself in the mail, and the camera says you were speeding, or you had your phone in your hand. I know somebody who got a ticket for speeding while they had their phone in their hand, and
happened?
they lost their license
For how long?
for like a year. Like-
Jesus.
and they were like, "I'm going to Germany for a year."
And I guess you
because-
can't contest it. They got a photo of you doing it, right?
I mean, what do you do if you live in rural Scotland? You're not going to catch an Uber.
You're gonna walk.
You know what I mean? What are you going to do? You don't have a fucking license. They don't fuck around with that stuff. The cost of getting a UK driver's license is so much more expensive in the US, and it's so much more stringent, the test, that even to the point where if you're driving with the instructor in the car or the test agent, and like say somebody's waiting to cross traffic or someone's waiting to cross in a crosswalk and you wave them ahead, you fail the test because you're directing traffic.
What?
And you're just supposed to follow the rules of the road.
I direct traffic all the time.
They don't fuck around with that stuff. When you go to, like say like between cities, there's even cameras that record you at this point, and then when you get like 100 or 200 miles down the road, it records you at that point, and then it gives your average speed.
It'll give you a ticket
and
if
it
you
can
weren't
give
going too fast?
It can give you a ticket even if you weren't going fast in front of the camera.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I was worried about that in Italy because there's parts of old towns that you can't drive further into.
Those are weird.
And I was really worried I was going to get a ticket. I didn't, but I did get on a toll road without grabbing a toll ticket once. And when I went to get off the toll road, the guy was like looking at me, waiting for me to hand him a ticket. And I'm looking at him. I don't have a ticket.
Right.
And eventually he goes,
Fucking America.
"Give me your ticket." And I said, "I don't have a ticket." He goes, "No ticket. Big problem."
Come on, dude.
And then he got out
you
and
have to-
wrote down my license plate and he fined me $50. So
Yeah.
that's it. It wasn't that big a problem.
Like your parking ticket in Mueller.
God damn it.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
that's the other thing too. It's like, when are you ever going to go back to Italy? Just let it go.
I should have let it go. I had to pay him. No, I had to pay him there.
Oh,
that was my big problem. I
that
got
went-
extorted.
Right in the pocket, dude.
Yep.
Right in the pocket. Not a big problem having a ticket, it turns out.
No.
Turns out it's a €50 benefit.
I told you, right, that we ate at a place in Denver where, or we were going to eat at this place that was kind of kid-centric and they had a milk flight.
Gross. Wait,
I told somebody else that and they said,
So is
was
it
it like, okay, yeah, tell
Is
me
it
what you think.
different flavors of milk, or is it like goat milk,
That's what somebody thought. They were like,
Cow
is it
milk?
like goat milk? And I was like, no, it's like chocolate milk, strawberry milk, vanilla
human milk?
Yeah. This place, we there were 7 of us, and we went in there and we said, there's 7 of us. There were like 2 people sitting in the whole restaurant. And the lady goes, "Do you have a reservation?" And I said, "No." And she goes, she's like looking on her computer and she goes, we got a couple reservations. It's going to be about an hour and a half. And literally there's like people at 2 tables in this restaurant. We were like, okay. So we end up going to this place that's literally next door. We sit there, there's 7 of us. So it takes almost 2 hours for us to eat. We're walking back by, and there was one group that was about our size when we passed back by 2 hours later. Nobody else in the restaurant. It's like,
Yeah.
you lost out on a big party.
Yeah, did they though? I mean, maybe she saw you guys. Yeah.
They have a Milkfly. Why would they? You know what I mean?
You just
It's a fucking.
you just described 2 things that are like, you might as well be in rural Scotland. One is when you walk in anywhere, they tell you, "Do you have a booking?" And you're like, "There's literally no one in here. Every table is empty." I have learned over time, it's not because of the tables. It's
they can
because
staff it or something?
Exactly.
Okay.
They didn't staff for it. So you got to book. Dude, you got to book for lunch if you want to go out. I have had to learn to do that in advance. The other thing, if you ever come over and you bring your kids,
Yeah.
we go to these farms. They have farm stores. They're really fucking cool. Do you remember you and I when we went to Amsterdam?
Mm-hmm. I don't remember anything about that.
Yeah, well, this might jog something
Okay.
that might have been buried underneath the other experiences. But you remember they had automats, which were like the cafeterias with little doors?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that's the only place I've seen those. They're in like photos from the 50s in America.
Right.
Like the little compartments, they almost look like safety deposit boxes or something.
Yeah, like street facing, and you put your money in and you get
food.
the hamburger or whatever.
Yeah,
french
you
fries
get
that are
those
right
little,
there.
what's the fried gravy they have there that are so good?
Fried
Croquettes?
gravy. Oh, that sounds good.
It's fucking good, dude. It's really fucking good. But, or I guess now they have them in urban areas, they have them for Amazon.
But so what, the farm stores like that?
Yeah. So they have like fresh veg and like fresh meat. Like there's like some that are like, there's one that's just a goat farm. There's one that specializes in beef, or they have like fresh made pies, that you need to take them home and heat them up. And there are these things that it's like run with an iPad. It's like pretty advanced for, in the middle, literally the middle of nowhere. But one thing they've got, which is fucking amazing. I'll show you a video of it. They have milk machines. Like you have like the machine that dispenses in your big glass 1 liter bottle, fresh milk. And it's like, here's my milk. There's the cow, like right there, like right over there. You can see the cow.
He's looking at you all mad.
And then
Sorry.
They got a wall of flavors, like everything you could to like flavor the milk. And they call that, we call it like chocolate milk, strawberry milk. They call that milkshake. That's what milkshake.
That's what a milkshake is?
Yeah, when they say milkshake there.
Do they shake the milk up with the flavor
There you go.
in
It
it?
actually makes a little bit more sense.
That does make more sense, because I've never seen a milkshake here where they shake the thing up.
Yeah.
Kind of like blend it up.
No, it's just ice cream. That
You go to
melted a
Dairy
little bit.
Queen, right? They turned Blizzard upside down.
What is that? What
I
are
guess
they?
to show you that it's thick. I know a guy who chastised an employee once for not turning the Blizzard upside down.
That's funny. You have an experience like that? I remember that when I was a kid, they did it to me at the counter.
And you were like,
I was
what
like,
the
oh my
fuck?
God. So I took it back to my table and I said to my brother, I go, look. And I turned it upside down.
Fell out?
He goes, you're a fucking idiot. I was so happy to share. He
Yeah.
shot me down. But your kids would love it, dude. I have literally sat there and drank half a liter of milk, which sounds
How'd
like a
you
lot.
feel
It's
after
like-
that?
Oh, it's so good. It's like the freshest ever, man.
Yeah.
It's like the best. It's like that's the cow right there.
Yeah.
It's like all that's standing between me and that cow's teat is this machine right here. That's it, buddy.
I saw this earlier. Have you ever heard of corn sweat?
Corn sweat.
Corn sweat.
Yes. That's the Superman guy, right?
No, this says corn sweat will add to punishing heat humidity in Midwest this week.
Sweating corn.
Sweating corn, I think it
I
says
thought you
that.
were talking about the actors playing Superman.
No, it's talking about corn getting a little nervous out there, pulling the collar down. It says the process is officially known as evapotranspiration.
I have heard of
which
this
is
now
how
before.
plants, including corn, release water vapor into the atmosphere.
Every time corn comes up in the U.S., it makes me wonder, when did we turn from a wheat country into a corn country? Because, you know, the amber waves of grain and all that stuff. Like,
Right.
this was a wheat country. But then we were like, nah, fuck that. We're doing corn.
Is it just easier to grow?
But corn was
cheaper?
When we showed up here, corn was already here. But then we leaned into it at some point. Right?
Corn's good.
Yeah.
Meat sweat's different.
Then
You
corn
get the
sweat?
meat sweats.
I
That's
have
not
got
when your
that.
meat sweats. That's when
What
you,
is
what
that?
you get from eating. I don't know.
Is that like protein? Makes you sweat?
Coming back out.
You know, hot. You're like, bleh. You know what?
use
I found the perfect thing. I convinced. God, I have a photo of them. They look like babies in the photo. It's Miles and Carrie and Barbara. And we took them down to barbecue in Lockhart,
Okay.
and we went to like 3 places. Did one of those tours.
Did all
you
of
know?
it?
Yeah, it's not a real tour. It's an informal thing.
ca-
Just being a fucking huge fat pig is what it is. You go eat at 3 different places, and we call it a
eating
tour.
beef.
But we were stuffed, and they were like, they couldn't move. Like I was going to have to roll them out of the car. And I said, you're going to find this hard to believe. But if you eat a Bluebell ice cream sandwich, you will feel amazing after you eat that. Like, and they're like, we can't eat anything else. I go, trust me, eat it. And I have a photo of the 3 of them standing there in the middle of Kreitz's eating an ice cream sandwich.
Did they?
And they all said it was amazing. It's a secret, man. It's the secret. Eat an ice cream sandwich.
Eat some dairy,
Yeah.
right? You got to complete the cow.
I didn't do that on this trip.
You didn't go down to Lockhart?
Didn't do it. I wanted to.
Dude, barbecue's gotten expensive. I ate a place the other day. It was like brisket was like $34 a pound or something.
Wow. Yeah,
like a
beef
lot.
is going up. Beef's going up, man. Everything's going up. I got chastised by our subreddit because I said apples were $2 each. And I literally showed them a thing on HEB that said an Envy apple is $2 per
We're saying
apple.
that you're lying about them being that expensive.
They're like, well, that doesn't count. I'm like, wait, it's an apple.
I buy
It's
the
$2.
apples. The apples that I buy are $3.99 a pound, and I pick one up and I'm like, why is this apple so fucking big?
I know they're
I'm
big.
like looking for the littlest one.
Yeah, no,
That's
they're
a lot.
I get the ones that are giant. Like you can honestly, they were right in that regard. You cannot get an apple. Like the apples look so sad in Scotland. Same with the
They're
bananas
just
a little bit.
tiny.
Yeah, compared to like the giant like fist. Like you have an apple the size of your heart, basically.
Yeah, but you can't eat that much apple.
Oh, challenge
I mean, you
accepted.
can, but
Yeah,
it's
I
a
can.
lot.
It is. It also doesn't feel. I don't know. It feels like they stretched it. Like they filled it with
They pump
air.
it up?
Like it's not all apple. It's not as dense as it should be or something. I just feel like
You just wait for
sometimes-
that apple sweat so you can get a cheaper apple once it loses some of that water. I get the Honey Crisps. You buy those?
Apple Sweat is who's playing Lex Luthor. The whole family of sweats that are doing it. Can I just show you this too while we're talking about weird stuff and paying more money for stuff?
Yeah, let's.
I'm going to send you this on your thing. This
Okay.
is a bill. So my
on my
AC
thing.
upstairs here, it went out.
Okay.
It's been out for a while. In fact, there were points when I was away when like the top floor inside got to like 90 degrees. And I don't think that stuff that's indoors is rated for that. I went to go
not meant for that.
move my air filter, which is plastic, a Honeywell air filter.
Did it just kind of
It just
lump over?
It disintegrated in my hands. Like the plastic had just decayed. I probably had it 10 years, but it happened all at once. It just like became brittle and just like psh, in my hands. It's like, do you remember a couple of years ago, they decided for like a lot of electronics to coat them in like this weird like rubber
They
stuff.
get sticky?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why do they do that?
I don't know why they did that. And you know what it reminds me of every time I run into it? Remember when you and I were driving to our first Comic-Con?
Yes.
And we drove my truck, which had a leather steering wheel. Parts of it were
did.
leather. And then it got like soupy.
It just got all sticky and weird.
It was gross.
Was it my hands?
We don't know.
I don't
we
know.
Maybe it's
Gus's hands.
You should
somehow,
blame it
even
on
though he
Gus.
wasn't
But
doing that drive.
I remember when you and I were driving that, we had a trailer full of merchandise. And we passed where the floods were just recently. We passed Kerr County. And then we're headed out into West Texas, which is like, it might as well be out of a Roadrunner cartoon. It's like there's nothing. We saw the signs like, get gas now. There is no more
like
gas.
next gas, 150 miles or whatever longer.
But we're in a truck, an F-150.
You just watch the fucking fuel gauge going down.
You could watch it. We could watch it.
That trailer
move.
probably weighed like 8,000 pounds or something, right? I mean, we were towing a lot.
We were towing a lot. Those were crazy days, man. That was fun though. But so my AC went out. The AC guy came out and he fixed it. It was great. Look at the invoice I sent you.
Okay.
See if you see anything weird on the AC invoice. He cleared my drain.
Let's see.
I'm gonna try to zero you in here.
He cleared your drain. What does that mean? That
The
sounds a little
condensation.
nefarious.
Was
No. Okay.
Getting a float switch.
Let's see. Okay, I've got your full credit card number. I've got your security code.
It's towards the top.
There is a line for tip on this invoice. For the AC guy?
It says add a tip 10%. It was a digital invoice. It came in my email, and I could add a tip for 10%, 15%, 20%, or custom amount.
Maybe this is just like part of the software automatically that he's using. You think an AC guy's really asking for a tip?
Maybe so, but it's still got to be a business software. Whatever.
Did you tip him?
I didn't. I couldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it.
I literally couldn't do it. I literally couldn't do it.
How long was he here?
He charged me $250. He was probably here about 30 minutes, I'd say.
Okay.
But look, he's a trained technician. He came out here. He didn't actually solve the problem, which is a whole other thing. But he's going to come back. But now I think because I didn't tip him, now he's not going to come.
You don't think he's going to come
He was
back?
supposed to come today and didn't come today.
Oh,
So
what? Dude, I wouldn't have tipped for that either.
tip the
You can't
AC
tip
guy?
the AC guy?
You can't tip
I don't think
everything.
so.
No.
You got to build into his price.
I'm going to have to tip you for
A lot, too.
come back.
It's way too much. Yeah, I mean, didn't tipping start because service industry people don't make very much money? They have like even lower than minimum wage most of the time, and so you tip to kind of help make up, offset what they get paid. I mean, I don't mind tipping at all, but like, if you have a business doing HVAC stuff, just build it into your price, whatever you think you should get paid. I don't understand why you do a tip on that one.
It's weird. I mean, why not?
Are we gonna get
ask?
chastised for saying that?
Why not ask though? Right?
For the tip?
Yeah, I forget it all the time. Like because you don't have it in the UK.
Right.
For 99% of things, you just don't have it. And here it's like I do the tap to pay, and I'm like, fuck it off, and I'm leaving. Like, hold on. What are you doing? You're leaving, and I'm like, oh right, I have to do more. I gotta like tap the tip and then do the little sig thing or whatever with my finger. You know, which is really at this point just an excuse to show you the tip. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty good tipper.
I am too, but it's because I don't want to be an asshole.
I tipped $2 on a $5 coffee today.
That's a lot, dude.
You ever go to Joe's, J-O''S? Can I talk about J-O-ing on this pod? Anyway.
That's, by the way, a 40% tip that you did,
Good.
right?
They have this drink called the Ice Turbo. You ever had that?
I had a creamy stout iced brew or cold brew at Mozart's today. Is where I
Creamy
went.
stout. Was there beer in it?
No, but it's just like it's meant to.
It was all thick. Was it nitro?
It's a craft coffee or something.
Was it good?
I mean, I liked that. I thought it was fine. It was good. It was kind of. I'm a weird dude. I don't like. I like South American coffees. Everything else tastes like tomatoes to me. Like
Tomatoes.
If it gets too acidic, it tastes like tomatoes to me. And it's usually like Ethiopian coffees. Can't do it, dude. Can't do it. Tastes like tomatoes. I don't know how else to put it.
Sometimes when we grind coffee, instead of smelling like fresh ground coffee, to me it smells like tuna. I have no clue
Weird.
why. It's really weird. It doesn't smell fishy. It smells like tuna.
Well, Jason, man, thank you for coming by so many times.
No problem. I've actually just been hanging out in the front yard the whole time.
I did call you and say, hey, I'm leaving. Do you want to do one last before I go? And you were Johnny on the spot.
I'll do it.
You were like, I'll do it. I do want to say too, there's a thing, DuckDuckGo, the browser, now lets you hide AI generated images in search. So now they have a filter, so you can start to filter AI stuff out of DuckDuckGo.
So that you don't see the AI stuff.
Dude, AI is ruining search. They try to help you, and it's like, please don't fucking help me. please don't. So I might be a DuckDuckGo guy now.
I like an old school search.
Does that put me on a list? What's an old school search?
I don't know. I just want bad results in there, and I got to kind of filter through and be like, oh yeah, this is what I'm looking for.
I thought you were like down at the library in the card catalog.
This with the microfiche or whatever, hitting the button and just flipping through each page.
I wonder if you told a Gen Z person, like, use a card catalog in the Dewey Decimal System. I wonder if they would just be like, fuck you. I'm not doing this. Dude, I saw something the other day. We can close on this, but I saw something that made me feel so fucking old. It was like one of these Instagram reels, and a guy was on a college campus talking to people. And he said, what's wrong with this picture? And he showed it to people. And it was like a woman in a hospital, and what it was the 8 on the clock was a B on the wall. That's what it was.
Okay.
But he would try to give him hints. He goes, hey, look, what time is it? And people were like, I don't know, I can't tell time.
They don't know how to read a clock face?
College campus. And I was just like, what? And the weirdest part about it was not that they said that, is that nobody mentioned it in the comments. Like I had to go
they didn't even see it either?
40 or 50 like entries down before somebody goes, they can't tell time? Like, how can they not tell time? Like nobody even like registered the fact that like grown-ass people couldn't tell time, which I get it, but it made me feel old.
So that brings up something I've thought about before. I know we're about to end this, but you probably don't need to, right? Because you never see a clock face anymore. You've got your phone. Do you think you could get away with being like a functional adult and not knowing how to read?
I feel like you just learned at some point you would have to, right?
I mean, you could get on, if you could type like a few words, you could get on YouTube and find out anything you need to know, how to fix anything, how to prepare anything by listening to people talk about it. I think you could probably get by with like barely knowing how to read.
And I understand that there are some people who literally can't learn to read. We're not
right.
talking
I'm not
about
talking
that.
shit. I'm saying,
No.
Do you think that you could maybe just not ever do it and be okay?
Man, I don't think so. There's teachers now that are saying that they have high school students that can't fucking read. I just read about a woman who graduated and she ended up suing her high school. She graduated with honors and she couldn't fucking read.
How'd she do that?
I don't know. I don't know how this happens. And to me, it's like you would just like eventually you would just figure it the fuck out, But I got to say, too, I learned because it's just time passing you by where my kids were like in 5th grade and we were just sitting around doing something. One of my kids, I won't say which one. And I said, like, well, what, like 6 times 8? What's 6 times 8? And he goes, I don't know. And I said, what do you mean you don't know what 6 times 8? He goes, am I supposed to know what 6 times 8 is? And I go, yeah. He goes, hold on, let me have a calculator. I'm like, no. And it was like panic mode. I was like, how do you not know? And so I started quizzing kids that age. And I even got all the way up to like people I worked with, younger people I worked with. And they're like, man, I don't know that. Like they just didn't know their multiplication tables. And I guess at some point they just became like cursive writing, just not important.
I guess.
But to me, that seems so fundamental. I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
No, it's weird because like those types, especially that stuff, like 6 times 8, I don't even have to think about how to do the equation. I just know. No, I just know the number. I memorized all those.
Did you do the grid? Is that how you learned it when you were?
I don't remember how I learned it. I just know that I know it.
But that's it though. You probably learned it. What, 2nd grade? 3rd grade?
I'm sure.
Yeah, and I was just kind of suddenly shocked at how that like there was a moment where that kind of just became not important. And I don't want to sound like, I'm giving shit to people who. Somebody has to teach you that. You don't go out and fucking learn that on your own. But I was just like, what the fuck is happening? The people, like, what do you think is the matrix that you should know just off the top of your head? What times what? Like what?
9.
9. You should go up to 9 or 10s are easy, right?
Sure. Yeah. 10.
Yeah. To me, it's like 12. I think you should be able to go to 12.
Yeah.
Like, and beyond that, like if someone said 16 times 13, I'd be like, okay, let me hold on a second.
Yeah.
Let me work that out.
But you can figure it out.
But I can figure it out.
Yeah.
But I like all the way up to 12. I can just do that in a heartbeat.
I probably don't need to very often.
No, but I feel like you should be able to, right?
Yeah.
When like, what's there? What's taking up that space in people's brains now if that's not there? And I feel like it's something that's not as useful as that.
Just smash that like button. Just full of that.
They can close a YouTube video. That's what they can do. All right, Jason. Well, thank you for joining us today. I'm on the road, so tomorrow, be on the lookout on the Rooster Teeth website. If you're a member of the beta, we're going to be calling for questions for your Q&A that specifically is related to Rooster Teeth stuff. So we'll be calling for questions there. We're actually using it as a way to test, like, how we can sort comments and stuff like that. Everything is secretly a test. And if you're a member of the subreddit, take a look there because we're going to be doing some elections for some new moderators, hopefully this week. And as always, thank you to the members of the Patreon like Maddie and Maddie Ice 7249 who make this podcast possible. You can support it at patreon.com/morning somewhere. And guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to this podcast. All right.
Smash that like button.
That does it for us today. July 22nd, 2025. I'll be back to talk to you tomorrow. I hope you'll be here as well.
Later.